All right, we are in Phoenix, site of games 1 and 2 of the NBA Finals. A lot of cactuses, not going to lie. Suns will look to take a 2-0 series lead tomorrow night, so it is time to run it back to Chris Paul's top plays of the playoffs so far. Oh, the music, I love it. Number 5, going behind the back on the baseline.
Tough. I've seen that before. Seen all this before.
I was going to say.
Yes. I know we're not supposed to be biased, but I'm just so happy for Chris, man. The former teammate, good friend, just to see all this unfolding in the 16th year.
You're allowed to be happy for your friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's not a rule of TV.
Yeah.
Number 4, no look to SARIC. Robert, what do you think?
Well, you know, Chris Paul, he has that look away down to a key, and he just tricks everybody, and the passes are right on point. Well, if he wouldn't have scored this CP3 pass that you do, I'm never passing you the ball again because I set it up beautifully for you.
Number 3 gets to his spot in Staples.
I mean, I think that's what we're seeing in the finals. You know, I mean, they're playing drop coverage, they're playing switch coverage. Chris is getting right to his spots where he knows his bread and butter is made, and he's hitting these shots.
Amazing, too, and some irony, he played 2 series of this playoffs at the Staples Center. Right? And I know that advancing to the finals in that building meant a lot to him. Number 2, showing off the handles, and then Robert, he dimes up Torrey Craig.
So you hit him with the crossover. WILLSAP, a little too old to guard me, man. Get out of the way, and the guy just shoots through the lane. Torrey Craig, layup. He sets it up. Like I said, he sets the table so wonderful these guys to score.
Ooh, and number 1, the yo-yo on Nikola Jokic.
He does that. He also does this thing to refs, to make refs mad. Sometimes he'll put a spin on the ball when he throws the ball to the ref so it comes back to him instead of the ref. So I know he used to piss refs off that way, but he's so clever and tricky with the ball, man. I'm just enjoy to see it.
Woo. Chris Paul just lights out, right, in game 1, guys. 32 points. He also had 9 assists. And let's take a look. He entered the series with odds to win Finals MVP plus 160. He's now listed at minus 140 to win the award. This is according to Caesars Sportsbook by William Hill. The next closest players, Devin Booker at plus 450, and then Giannis also at that same mark. Matt, are you buying CP3 as Finals MVP?
Absolutely. I think everything is aligning perfectly, Rachel. I mean, it took him 16 years to get here. Should have been here a few times before. He's finally here. He's on the biggest stage. He's as healthy as he can be. He's leading a young team that didn't even make the playoffs last year, playing great basketball. He may not have to score 30 every game, but he's always going to have his imprint on the game from an offensive standpoint and a defensive standpoint.
What do you think, Robert? You
know, Rachel, you use the term point guard. This guy is controlling the game. He's putting everybody in positions to be great. Not good, but great. When you have a teammate that can do that for you and set the table for himself, take advantage of his opportunities. Lopez, what are you trying to do? You can't guard me. Going to the hole, scoring. He is going to be the MVP. If he continues to stay healthy and do this type of stuff for the Phoenix Suns, getting his first chip and his first Finals MVP.
Of course, the Bucks will have something to say about that. They would like the Finals MVP to come from their team, just saying. So we'll see how that goes for the rest of the series. I do want to get back into the game action a little bit before we go, because early in the third quarter, Chris Paul, he pulled up over Brook Lopez. Now, Brook landed in CP's landing zone. Sorry, Brook was stepping in CP's landing zone. CP3 crashed to the ground. Lopez was assessed a, quote, reckless closeout for that flagrant one. So, Robert, I'll start with you. Do you agree that this should have been a flagrant?
Well, this is one of those things that could go back and forth, because if there's been a guy wearing a size 10, this wouldn't have happened. Brook Lopez is 7'1", big feet. They get in the way sometimes. I don't think it's a flagrant, but this is this day and age of the NBA when a guy goes up on it. You know, I experienced that in game with Kobe Bryant and with Jalen Rose sticking his foot purposely under Kobe's foot to get him hurt. But I don't think this was malicious, and I think it shouldn't have been a flagrant.
I think this, as Rob said, this is just where the game is at now. I know that Brook had no malicious intent when he did it, but it's just a part of the game, because when you're up in the air, you are the most vulnerable player on the floor, and they want to protect their players. Luckily, when I saw this, I saw it wasn't a full roll, and I knew he'd be okay. I was, a part of the Warriors team, actually healing from an ankle injury when Zaza had the Kawhi situation. Kawhi was cooking us, and, that ankle went out, and he was done for the rest of the series. Our team went on and won a championship, but you always want to protect guys in the air. So, again, I don't think some guys do it purposely. This Brook Lopez, but definitely wasn't intentional.
That video is why the rule was adapted and changes, and why people refer to it as the Zaza Pachulia rule. Thank you so much for joining us today. We will see you back tomorrow for Game 2 of the NBA Finals.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.